Hey guys, it's me, Kelli, and yes, I'm here in my room in a different location because I don't know where to film videos. My lighting's really bad because I was trying to get good lighting, but it didn't work, and I wanted to film this video while I still look nice because I did my makeup just for this video, my hair just for this video. Just kidding, I'm going to the mall later, so that is why I did my hair and my makeup, and I need to change my shirt because I don't want to look like a bum at the mall. But I have a little time to spare, so I decided to make this story time. I've been meaning to make this video for quite a while now, just I've never really told anyone the story because it was a little embarrassing, but like, I don't know, it wasn't embarrassing, but just, it was a part of my life I don't want to remember. I had good times, don't get me wrong, but just, I don't know, I don't like talking about it. So I want to tell you this little story, so yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So this story happened like around 2 years ago, I'd say, maybe a year, I don't even remember. So basically I just started to go to this school, and I was like kind of a loner. I didn't have very many friends, and I wanted to meet new people. There was this thing they were having where you could go and see the different types of clubs and activities and stuff. So I went to that. So I went, and the club I had originally gone for was not what I expected at all. So I went up to their like booth, I guess you could say. And I went up to this, and I'm like, you know, looking at it, and I'm like, you know, this really isn't what I thought it would be. So I walked away. I was pretty disappointed because that is what I came there for, and I really wanted to join that club, but it wasn't at all what I thought it would be. So as I was walking, this one club called me over. They were like, oh, hey, and I looked over, and like they were like, yeah, you in the gray shirt. I'm like, okay, you know, I walk over there, and I'm like, hey, you know, at the time I wasn't that into music, let alone singing in front of people. I hated that, always have. So they were like, oh, you know, do you want to join the choir? It was like a choir at Glee club, and I'm like, you know, this is not my thing. I'm like, okay, whatever, you know. So, you know, a couple days pass, and then I'm out, and I ran into one of the girls that was from this, I guess let's just call it a Glee club, because I don't know what else, I guess a choir club, whatever. I ran into a girl from that group. She's like, hey, like, you're the one girl, you're that girl. Like, I'm like, yeah, this is me. She's like, okay, we're having auditions for our group, so you should come. And I'm like, I don't know, like, I'm not feeling it, like, you know, I don't like singing in front of people. She's like, oh, you love it. I'm like, yeah. So I end up going to this audition, and I was late, so I was the last person there, and I auditioned, and apparently I did a good job because I get notified later that I was in the group. I'm like, oh no. But I was, and yeah, where there's this thing where the group I was in, like, competed against another group, like, for fun, like, this is what they did, like, it was like a yearly annual thing. So we went and did that, and we lost, and that was pretty bad. So our group was a pretty good group. Like, we all sang pretty well. They had high standards, that's for sure. I don't even know how I got in it. So being as this, we got into a lot of, like, competitions and stuff. So we were starting our regional competition in, it was in the same state. So we went to that, and we were competing against the same people, this time for actual, like, ranking and who gets to go to the next, you know, competition, like, finals. Playing against 4 groups, yeah, it was 4 groups, and 5 including us. So there's 5 groups in total, and we all competed, and it was the top 3. So, of course, we made it. The people who were competing, of course, made it because they were always our #1 rivals, and they made it too. So from that, we moved on to the next competition. It was not in the same city that we lived in. We drove out of city, and I forgot where we drove to. Somewhere in our area, I don't know. So we competed in the second competition, in which we lost. And we were all pretty disappointed because we had been working so hard towards this, and it was over. And then we thought it was over. However, the group that had beat us, that we were competing against, like, got disqualified somehow. So we ended up being able to go to the finals, and we were pretty excited about that because, you know, that's pretty good news after, like, this far, like, you know, we can't just, like, lose. Like, we have a reputation, you know. So we end up going to the finals just out of state, and let me tell you, that is an experience that I can't even explain to you in detail of how it was. It was just so, like, oh, it was so great. So we go to the finals and we have our set prepared and we are so ready. We're like, yes, we are gonna win this. So when we got there, we were pumped and we thought that we were gonna like just be like the best. However, being the last performance, we got to watch everyone else, and let me tell you, that's stressful. That was the most stressful moment, I swear, of like my life. Because watching all these people, and it's like, oh, we're not as good as these other people from out of state. Okay. So we go to perform, and by now we're just nervous, but we're like, you know what, we gotta focus, we gotta do this. And we end up having a pretty great performance. I will put a video in here if I have it, but we end up doing this performance, and we did amazing. So the guy comes on stage with this microphone, like your card, he goes, winner, and I'm like, oh, you know, it's gonna be us, it's gonna be the weird kids, it's gonna be our rivals, like, it's gonna be terrible with our rivals. So he says the winner is, drum roll please. He opens the card, and he reads our group, and it was our group that won. Group had won the finals. I was like, what? So we all go on stage, get like the trophy, and yeah, that's basically it. So that is my story. So I hope you enjoyed the synopsis of Pitch Perfect. Sorry for any spoilers, but I'm sure most people have seen it. The third one is coming out December 22nd, so go see it. Go see Pitch Perfect in theaters December 22nd, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. So remember, stay jelly, and don't be smelly, and I'll see you next Saturday with a brand new video. Bye guys. Woo!